What is up, basketball fans, and welcome back to Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast, brought to you by Big City Wings. Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Go check them out today if you're in the Houston area. Go check out Prize Picks. Download the app Prize Picks and use code Apollo when you sign up and get up to $100 matched on your first deposit. So if you put in $100, Prize Picks will just give you $100 back. Not a big deal. Shout out to Prize Picks, our daily fantasy app of choice with Apollo Media. And shout out to J Bar M Barbecue. Head to J Bar M Barbecue this weekend for a Rockets watch party. Not a big deal. With the Apollo crew, we're all going to be there. Get some great barbecue with J Bar M Barbecue. And they've got like $2 wells, $5 margaritas, $16 bottomless mimosas. So you can just go there and drink all day long. $16 bottomless mimosas. Not a big deal. Shout out to J Bar M Barbecue. And you head there Saturday afternoon with the boys from Apollo. I am joined always by Josh Garcia, and we've got a three-man weave. Sheldon Norrid, welcome back to the pod. How are we doing, boys?
Ooh, buddy, I have schizophrenia. I just need to let that out right now. Bryce Sensabaugh is giving me life. Amen Thompson and CJ Stroud at JBarM is going to give me life. I'm going to get geeked off boneless mimosas, off bottomless mimosas. Sure.
You know what?
Fuck it.
I hope so.
Fuck it, dude. What's up, Sheldon? Welcome.
Hey, guys. Good to be here. I will not be able to partake in the bottomless mimosas, but I'll be there in spirit.
Nor the boneless.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sheldon and I are snowed in up here in Dallas in the DFW area.
That's right.
Josh is just down there in Houston, just living life, I guess.
They said we might have work off tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.
Yep.
That's the best thing about living in Texas. It's like if there's an inch of snow, you're not going into the office.
Half an inch.
Nope, it's over.
Yeah. Flurries.
38 degrees overnight.
Snow and it's cold, or rain and it's cold outside. Texas is like, don't think we can do that. Sorry, guys.
Psychopaths on the road can't be trusted.
No. Neither of our cities. You can't trust anyone. But welcome back to Zero Gravity, boys. Let's talk some basketball. Last night, we're recording this Thursday, January 9th, a little bit later. Some of the games are going on right now. We're avoiding the college football playoff at all costs right now. All three of us. It's just, I heard it's a gross game. Haven't tuned into it at all. But last night, we may have gotten our regular season game of the year this year in 2024-2025 season. The Cleveland Cavaliers hosted the Oklahoma City Thunder, both teams on big win streaks. I think the Cavs were at 9 or 10 games. The Thunder were at 15 games. Very, I don't know how you say this, but it was a good old-fashioned meet-off between Donovan Mitchell and Alexander and their underwear ads. I can't talk about this game without bringing that up because it was all over my Twitter feed, and I couldn't get enough of it. The Skims ads are all-time. Donovan Mitchell and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but the Cleveland Cavaliers came out on top, 129-122, ending the 15-game win streak for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's just a great game, you know. Had a great time watching. Shai had 31, obviously. He just kind of does that night in and night out. Jared Allen kind of balled out. Donovan Mitchell, he didn't have to score a lot of points, but he had the right underwear on, so
he won the meet off.
If I had to pick one of the two,
gotta be him. Yeah. What would they say? Bulge? I wish I could pull the tweet up, but bulge off. Showed off even.
Sure.
I love this league. We're talking about perceptions, how you perceive basketball before we hopped on here, and I wish I could be the first guy who just loves talking about the random bullshit in the NBA more so than like this. I feel like that's who I am versus Sheldon. Sheldon, you're our numbers guy here. We love your insightfulness and your knowledge that you bring to the table. But man, I love just watching a good old fashioned meet off in the NBA. Like, thank you for saying that, Stone. Seriously, I don't know if I'd rather have a length off or a meet off.
The tweet that you sent me earlier was basically just the two differences between NBA Twitter heads, and one of them was talking about the meet off, and one of them was talking about like rebounds and the percentages and whatnot. And it was just like, that's just the Venn diagram, and we're kind of in the middle in this podcast. We're the ones that meet in the middle of the Venn diagram, but I think we're
that's right,
just all over the place already on this pod. But yeah, the Cavs, they're for real. I think they're for real. Like they're 32-4 now. And Sheldon and I talked about it earlier in the season. Josh and I have talked about it many times. I wasn't going to talk about the Cavaliers until after Christmas, and it turns out they're 32-4. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Pretty fucking good.
Sheldon, give us some numbers on the Cavs, please.
Yeah,
Tell me how
sure.
good Evan Mobley is, please.
I don't have any numbers in front of me, but Evan Mobley is in fact good. I think that Darius Garland might be like the best kept secret in the NBA. Not for people who watch the game closely, but for people who are just tuning in every now and then, only watching the nationally televised games, only paying attention to like Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, stuff like that. He's just legit, like maybe like actually their second best player or best player. I don't know, just depending on the night. And like his rookie year, I didn't think that he was very good or was going to be very good. And he stood the test of time. Broke his jaw last year. Is that right?
Yeah.
He had it wired shut, I believe.
Yeah.
Kanye
Like couldn't
style.
eat anything solid. And now he's incredible. But yeah, I actually didn't watch the game until today, a day later. Because I'm a real sicko. And yeah. And
like reruns of the NBA. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I know I have a problem. I'll go back and rewatch like third quarters of games I've already seen.
Awesome.
League basket. That's what it does to you.
That's what I did with COVID.
That is a COVID activity.
Yeah. But yeah, they're good, man. It's crazy that you can have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen on the same team and, essentially have the same rim protection and rim running guys the entire 48 minutes.
Yep.
And 2 all-star point guards, basically, with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Darius Garland has been really good pretty much the entire time that he's been in the NBA. And then there was all the possible in the locker room fighting last year where in between Mitchell and Garland, they both switched their agencies to the opposite of the guys' agencies. It was very strange. They flip-flopped agencies and were like, oh, here comes the trade. One of them's gone. And then Donovan Mitchell signs the extension. We're like, okay, well, it's Garland. And then they kept him. And all of a sudden, 32-4. I guess they just got over their problems. Maybe they just didn't like their agents, and that was the whole issue.
Yeah, probably. I love Kenny Atkinson, though.
Yeah, that's a great pickup, too.
I'll say that. He, JB Bickerstaff, I think, is, as a Rockets alum, I've got some love for him. I think he's great for the Pistons right now. But it was time. And Kenny Atkinson, I think, is just proving that his time with Steve Kerr and his time with the Nets and all that was worth it and real. And now they might win the championship.
Well, hold on. They're good. And that's awesome. Stone, I think I've brought it up to you, I think 3 or 4 times this year. I keep asking you, are they good? They're good. Wait, hey, they're good. And they're for real this time. I'm for real this time. They beat a really, really good OKC team. And first of all, game of the year, let's pace ourselves.
It's the best regular season game that we've had. And I would say that the Golden State Mavericks game from a few weeks ago right after the NBA Cup was the other one.
Yeah, I got to see a close game that's like 142-140. That would be insane. But what comes to mind though is that Nugget Spurs back-to-back that they did.
That was a good one.
That was crazy. It's just like the fact that you got a sequel like directly after. I love games like that. Never change NBA scheduling. Going from the Rockets. What did they go from New Orleans to Charlotte on a back-to-back? You're like, okay, sure, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, they have a weird schedule. They play like 5 games in a row at home, and then they'll play like 17 road games in a row.
Dude, it was like, I think it was in November. The Dallas Stars just had home ice the entire time because the Mavericks were on the road like the entire month. It was insane. It was just like they never had to put the court back on the ice. Like it was, they never had to clean up. And they're just like, yeah, we'll just Zamboni this. It'll be fine. But yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers, they're really good. Congrats on Donovan Mitchell for winning the meet-off. Even though he didn't perform that well. He had like 11 points on 13 shots. But, he won the meet team off instead of the meat off, I guess. I don't know.
A basketball orgy, dare I say.
Yeah, why not?
We just hit 10 minutes. Perfect timing.
Yeah, this is great. On a more somber note, I want to give a shout out to everyone that lives in LA. Prayers are out for you, and we're hoping that everybody's safe and able to evacuate. And if there isn't any fires near your home, hopefully they just continue to stop. And I guess JJ Redick lost his rental home in the Palisades today. Just a bunch of players I would assume are going to be affected by this, and all the civilians of LA and greater area of LA. And they're postponing all these games. Like obviously the Lakers were playing tonight. The Kings were supposed to play tonight. they postponed both of them, so they'll be made up at a later date, and hopefully they can get under control here really soon. I know a lot of people have already lost their homes, and one of my buddies from TCU, his parents lost their home as well. So prayers are out to everyone in LA. Hope everyone can stay safe, and if you do end up losing your home, hopefully you yourself are okay. Other coast, Orlando. The Orlando Magic are getting their superstar back very, very soon. Paolo Banchero was questionable for tonight's game. I guess he might play Saturday's game, and if he doesn't play that one, then it'll be the next game that he plays. But Paolo Banchero is back. They obviously lost Franz Wagner as well, which sucks because I love this Magic team. They're just really fun to watch. Very much like my Mississippi State Bulldog team, where they can hit a bunch of threes, but they also just play really good defense. And that just warms my heart. Just a bunch of Bulldogs just running around the court, just gross basketball sometimes. I love that. I love that version of basketball. And Paolo Banchero is the Magic best player. So I'm glad he's going to be back. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I hate oblique injuries. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what an oblique is.
It would be the side of your body right here, you know?
Yeah.
When the doctor says, does this hurt? It's probably that.
Yeah. Well, I hate it. And then doesn't is Jalen Suggs back? Did he avoid like a long-term injury?
I don't know.
Is his hair gonna come
confusing? Oh boy, here we go. He just needs to go to Turkey in the offseason. He'll be fine.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
He'll be fine.
Well, he just like had a non-contact back injury. I'm like, that can't be good.
It wasn't related to his hair, is what you're saying?
Well, he was a little more aerodynamic moving through the court, and I guess his body wasn't ready for that.
Jalen Suggs, get tough, man. That shit happens to me at work every day. Get up, take some Advil, you'll be all right.
He didn't play tonight, so I would assume he's still out. That's it.
They're just like
moral of the story. Man. This 3-man weave is absolute chaos. We should do this more often. Another just incredible moment that we had in NBA. It's going to be a Twitter clip that just will circulate every year on the anniversary. It's like this on this date, this happened. And LaMelo Ball doing LaMelo Ball things. He is a wildly chaotic player. He's dribbling around the 3-point line. He gets into the paint, he's about to pick up his dribble. He throws it off the backboard, just like a rocket off the backboard. It just came back. It ricocheted so fast at him. And then he catches it, and then in the air still passes it to the next guy. That guy passes it to the next guy, assists. And it was a bucket right after that. And KD just yelled, "What the fuck?" Like every one of us at home. And just everyone was confused as to what was happening, including one of the best players of all time, Kevin Durant. Just like, what? He's never seen this in 16 years and 17 years in the NBA. He's just like, I don't understand what just happened. It didn't make any sense in any way, shape, or form. And it was the most LaMelo Ball clip of all time. And I'm so thankful for KD just being a true hooper, being like, what the fuck? What was that?
Yeah. He's one of us.
No, he's definitely one of us.
Yeah. I think the best part is, doesn't he yell it like on the initial pass?
Yes, it's like when it just like throws it off the backboard.
Before it even hits the backboard, he's already screaming.
Yeah, he's not like impressed. He's not saying it like, wow, I've never seen someone do this before. He's like,
is this legal?
Questioning everything he's ever been through in life, watching that pass just ricochet off the backboard. So, because if you've ever thrown a basketball off the backboard, it has to be delicate in order for it to go in like whatever direction you're trying to put it at. No, LaMelo, he threw just a Nolan Reiner heater at the backboard. He's throwing it 90 miles an hour right at the backboard and hoping to God that it came right back to him.
That was a two-hander too, right? He went with two hands up there.
Flung it, dude. Insanity. It was awesome.
I'm trying to tell people that I think for a long time I was trying to tell people that Mark Williams is a top 20 center in the league. By a long time, I mean 2 days, and he couldn't finish that bucket. It was fucked up. That was an all-time clip that I don't want to say ruined, because the pass in of itself is hilarious, like the Jason Williams elbow pass. Like, you don't care that he didn't finish the bucket, but come on, you couldn't at least finish the clip? Fuck, come on.
It's just
got bailed out with the foul though. Whatever.
All-time LaMelo clip. This LeVar Ball, just he's eating his victories up one by one. 10 years later, it's impeccable.
Yeah. Shit. Give him a pass on Zoe. Not his fault.
Yeah.
LaMelo's the
Well, it
most
might have been his
chaotic.
fault with the shoes. I don't know.
Well, yeah, sure. I meant not Lonzo's fault. Maybe LeVar's fault.
It might have been LeVar's fault. Yeah.
Lonzo's the most entertaining, chaotic player, and now LiAngelo has the most famous song in the NBA.
Did you swerve and bend that corner at
Oh,
all? Did I mess that up? I don't know.
What's next?
I've only listened to it once. I found it on
bro,
TikTok.
you got to
one
hit
day
us
and
with the next part.
come on,
I don't.
man.
I don't
Come on,
know.
man. Sing the whole thing. Come on.
I don't know the next part. That's my problem. So I
Next
have no
time.
idea. Maybe I'll do some research. I'll do some
We'll do some recon.
I'll do some homework.
I
after
kept
that.
doing a Boosie badass impression at work today. I was like, I'm a swerve in the corner. Whoa, whoa. I couldn't stop doing it, dude.
Whoa.
I need a feature. Bad. I need a Moneybag Yo Lil Boosie on the remix expeditiously.
Copyrighted by YouTube immediately after that. I was just trying to be subtle with
Perfect.
my ways, and Josh just ruined the whole thing. So,
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, shout out to LiAngelo Ball, just the most viral song that we've had in the last week. Good for him. You know,
He deserves it.
Make a viral song. Could you name a better life?
Playing ball in China.
Has anyone done anything better than that?
No.
He stole some sunglasses one time.
Yeah. There you go.
That was a good time. Did you ever watch Ball in the Family
On
Facebook?
On Facebook.
Not gonna lie, I watched the first 2 seasons.
No, I
like
believe
it was like appointment viewing. I was like, I got to get to Facebook now. And then after season 2, I think I deleted Facebook, and I was just like, I think this is it. I think that's all I need.
It's like everyone's grandparents. 4 years ago this time, I got to get to Facebook right now.
Jesus,
God,
dude.
I can't wait to Facebook. Yeah,
Breaking
that was
news,
just an all-time.
LeVar Ball. Need that.
All-timer. I was at Mississippi State and get home from class. I was like, man, I got to watch Ball in the Family. I got to get this in, boys.
There wasn't shit else to do. There you go.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't miss a class that semester, and I was just grinding Ball in the Family. It was awesome.
Sick man. Talk about a real sicko. Jesus.
Yeah, that was
What
a time in our lives. You know, the Ball family. Just they were everywhere. ESPN all the time. LeVar Ball just like never lost. Like he was everywhere. Everywhere.
Legend.
Ball was just an absolute sensation. Lonzo Ball, you know, going to UCLA, and we're like, wow, this guy's really good. And the Lakers obviously take him number 2, which they shouldn't have done. And, you know, the rest is history. LaMelo Ball throws a ball off the backboard at 90 miles an hour and made KD just so perplexed that he yelled, what the fuck, on the court.
The domino effect. Chino Hills, LaMelo Ball essentially changing AAU basketball as we know it, or the perception of AAU basketball, with pointing at the half-court line and shooting that three-pointer all the way up until this point when he's doing random bullshit like this to Mark Williams, of all people. This is the point.
Who's the next player to throw the ball off the backboard like that?
Amen Thompson. You want the real answer. You want the real truth.
Well, yeah, that might actually be true, but it'll be on accident. He'll
trying to block
accidentally
a shot and it goes off the
yeah. He'll like accidentally get caught in a Euro step and just like chunk the ball off and figure something else out. But I was going to say Jordan Poole, but I don't know if he can throw the ball as hard as
Jordan Poole doesn't pass.
If that's fair.
If this happened a year ago, I would have said John Morant.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Now he doesn't dunk, so he won't be doing anything too crazy.
Well, he didn't have to dunk.
Doesn't have to, but I'm just saying he's a little less chaotic now. So I think that gene is starting to leave his body. So I wish he would come back. Yeah, maybe Jimmy Butler. Maybe next game he comes back for the Miami Heat since his suspension's ending on Sunday.
I've got no joy.
It just tries to break the backboard with the ball. Could you imagine Jimmy Butler just throwing games like that? Just like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it off the backboard.
He's getting into a major point shaving scandal before he leaves. Real mob style Pat Riley shit.
No, Pat Riley with Sopranos. That guy he'd get rid of him immediately.
Get whacked.
Baseball bats.
It would be brutal. Last thing before we go, this has been an incredibly chaotic episode. This is awesome.
Thank you, LeVar.
Thank you, LeVar. Thank you, Ball in the Family.
God, what a show. What a show.
This episode is brought to you by
Ball in the Family on Facebook. Shit. Imagine. On Meta.
On Meta.
This is real bad. Shout out to J Bar M Barbecue. This is our Texas Trinity Plate 3 of the week. Trae Young the other night was playing against the Jazz. The Jazz hit a 3 to tie the game. And all of a sudden, Trae Young just marching down the court, half court, shot, throws it up, a little bit of a prayer, kind of covered, bang, in. Game winner, Trae Young, half-court shot, J-Bar M, Texas Trinity Plate, 3 of the week. Congratulations to Trae Young for the first ever inaugural edition of the J-Bar M Texas Trinity Plate, 3 of the week. Trae Young, congrats. It's a hell of a shot. Good for you.
That's how you know we're not biased. Shout out Trae Young, dude. Love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are we Trae Young haters here? I'm kind of in.
No.
I know Stone is. I know Mavs fans are obligated.
No, I'm not
to
a
hate
hater.
Trae Young.
That's a manufactured rivalry, not real.
Yeah, I'm just glad I have my player, and I'm tired of everyone trying to compare it to be a rivalry when they don't play each other more than twice a year. Like you never see it. And the last time that they played that I remember was a 73-point performance from Luka Doncic. So
hello,
well,
who's the real winner?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's off the scooter.
Yeah, off the scooter, walking, not a big deal. Carrying a basketball, it's good to see.
Gotta love it.
He's just biding his time, waiting for Trae to show up.
Jesus Christ.
Jalen Johnson on Luka. That might be primetime TV.
I remember the last time that happened.
Oh, well.
I don't, but the Hawks are legit fun.
They're fun.
It was Jalen Johnson and DeJounte Murray just taking their shots at Luka, and he's just like, yeah, I'll score 73 and then not score the last 8 minutes of the game.
I do think it's pretty funny that, I don't know, a year ago, everyone probably would have said Trae Young would be the addition by subtraction player on the Hawks roster, and turns out it was that psychopath DeJounte Murray this whole time.
Turns out, and now he's rotting in New Orleans with the rest of the team that has. They need to fix the voodoo going on in New Orleans. Like they need to get that under control. There's something in the air there. And it's just it's beignets.
Isn't the blender on a burial ground of sorts, or is that the Superdome?
No, that would be Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. My team plays on a Native American burial ground, and every day I think about that because that's where my source of happiness.
You think about it positive or negative?
No, negatively, because we'll never win anything because they tore down the Orange Bowl and moved to this thing, and they haven't been shit since.
What is there to be positive about, Sheldon? Come on.
Nothing.
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure that. I just wanted to keep Stone in check.
Blow Hard Rock up and move the stadium back to Coral Gables.
Allegedly.
We'll be fine.
Allegedly.
No, I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll talk to the ticket rep.
All right.
I'll tell them, like, look, we just need a demolition here. We just need to get rid of it.
I think that's worse than the copyright issue.
No. We'll talk to the ticket rep and be like, hey, can we clear this? And then we just
get
move it back to Coral Gables.
Get Dyson Daniels to do it. He blows up every play.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
call
Hawks.
there
you go. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about him for like 3 minutes now. Just had to get that out there.
Oh man.
Here we go. Should we talk about Jimmy Butler one more time?
No.
He doesn't want to get traded to the Grizzlies. So where the fuck does he get traded to? Apparently,
Why not?
Everyone's been calling, offering their best packages, and Pat Riley says no. So it looks like Jimmy Butler is just going to be a Miami Heat player for the rest of the season and opt out and go wherever the hell he wants. But yeah, the Grizzlies seemed like an awesome fit. We talked about it last episode with Josh, and seems like the right fit. And for some reason, he's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to live in Memphis, Tennessee. Don't blame him.
He's going John Wall mode.
Sure.
Like how he did for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's right.
He should just get really fat.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Bring the fat suit back.
Yes.
Just call Jimmy Harden
it's not a suit.
He'll give it to you. It's not a suit. Just call Jimmy Harden up. He'll tell you what to do. Go to China and call Pat Riley a lying bitch, essentially.
To children.
Children in a camp, in a basketball camp. You just got to do it all by James Harden's playbook because it's happened a number of times now for him. He just keeps doing it. It's incredible.
And here we are. He's leading the Clippers to the 9 seed, a 10 seed by the end of the year. Watch this.
Do you think Jimmy Butler can take Miami's like G Leaguers that they don't want and beat the first teamers in practice?
Stop with this discourse. This is not what I meant when I said ESPN should change their ways. These conversations are crazy. But you put Haywood Highsmith. Put Haywood Highsmith on that team, dude. It's over. He is 21-0ing.
Haywood, Jimmy, and the rest of the non-select G Leaguers that they actually pull up into the NBA that are actually really good.
Yes, bring Max Strus back, 1-day contract.
Nope. Don't mention his name again.
Nope.
I still hate that guy from last year.
That was the best shot I've ever seen. Truthfully.
Speaking about 3 of the week, that would 3 of the year last year.
That'll be 3 of the year.
One against the Mavericks.
Regular season?
Sheldon, regular season against the Mavs. The Mavericks hit a 2-pointer to go up by 1, I believe, with like 1.6 seconds left. Max Strus hits a 3-quarter court shot to win the game at the buzzer. And Josh was ahead of me, and he texted me, and he goes, "Oh, no way!" And I was like, and I thought he was reacting to the Mavericks getting the 2 points going up.
Well, that's
and
good.
I was like, "This is great." And then he hit the 3, and it was like the worst week ever, too. Mississippi State was losing. The Mavericks were losing. Everyone on the Dallas Stars was hurt. I was having a rough week, and then Max Strus did that to me. So I'm
best buzzer beater. Truthfully, best buzzer beater I think I've ever seen.
Still butthurt about it.
He's growing his hair out, so
yeah, good for him. He hit 5 threes that game too, and all in the fourth quarter, and one of them was a 3-quarter court shot. It was ridiculous.
He lit up the Thunder last night.
Yeah, he's just gonna beat really good teams. Apparently, Max Strus, good for him.
Yeah, that was my favorite. What was it? Probably mid-November. Maybe it was last year. Someone who I won't say their name because they're an idiot.
Okay.
Was like, how much better would the Rockets be if they straight up traded Jalen Green for Max Strus?
Probably a lot better, if you ask me.
Well,
last year.
Not right now, but
last year at that time.
Maybe at that time, but let's trade a role player for this 21-year-old.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Y'all got any Rockets talk you want to get into real quick before we go?
Bro.
Sheldon, give me numbers. Go. Numbers.
Give you numbers? All right. This is my favorite statistic and my favorite thing that Rockets Twitter is rolling with. Since Amin Thompson ragdoll chunked Tyler Hero across an NBA court, the Rockets have the best offensive rating in basketball.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Since he's returned from his suspension. So the 2 games he was out from the suspension, we were doo-doo.
Yeah.
Now that he's back. 130 offensive rating.
Still perplexed by how he only got 2 games and Najee Marshall got punched in the face and retaliated and got 4.
Yeah.
That didn't make
it's got to be a fist. It's got to be a fist thing. Like, it's all perception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nurkic only got 3.
You put the boys up. Like
Nurkic threw an elbow and threw a punch, and he only got 3.
Najee I mean, I agree.
His boys, and just like, hey, here's 4 games.
I thought he was getting 4.
Yeah,
I thought he was getting 4.
I did too, because that was a hell of a toss. Just ragdoll. It was awesome.
Yeah,
and then Vernon Maxwell calling him MGK. That was really good on Twitter.
Dude, he's been going in on the city of Miami. Like he's been having a lot of fun. Yeah, he's been giving them all the usual Salt Lake City hate. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. He literally compared Heat fans to Jazz fans, and that's not a corner of fandom that you want to be in.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I'm trying to think. There's like 3 major things that are going on in my brain right now, but all of them revolve around Amin Thompson. So I just want to say he is so fun to watch. On Prize Picks, use code Apollo. I've been doing the more than his assist and rebounds, and we're 2 for 2 the last 2 games. I'm just saying, not gambling advice. But you remember, use code Apollo. Did I do well, Stone? I did good there.
It's not gambling. It's a daily fantasy app.
Sorry, pardon me.
But other than that, yeah, killed it. Use code Apollo when you sign up for Prize Picks. Shout out to J Bar M. Make sure you head there on Saturday. We're gonna watch the Rockets game with the Apollo boys at J Bar M Barbecue. $2 margaritas, $5 wells, $16 bottomless mimosas. They've got awesome barbecue as well. The Texas Trinity plate is an all-timer. It's 3 meats, and then you get 2 sides. Not a big deal. Speaking of meat, shout out to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Donovan Mitchell. And J Bar M Barbecue. Make sure you head there on Saturday for the Apollo watch party of watching Houston basketball team. I can't
get off the airwaves. No more.
Yeah. That's it.
Can't recover from that.
The first 3-man weave in zero gravity history, and it will not be the last. I can guarantee you that after tonight. Thanks for tuning in to. Thanks for tuning in to Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast, brought to you by Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Go check them out today if you're in the Houston area. They've got 14 locations all over, so chances are, if you're in Houston, you're near a Big City Wings. So go check them out today. Shout out to Prize Picks, our daily fantasy app. Use code Apollo when you sign up. Get it to $100 matched on your first deposit. And shout out to J Bar and Barbecue. We'll be there Saturday afternoon, just a couple blocks away from Toyota Center. Get some great barbecue and some great drinks with our friends with Apollo. And we'll be back over the weekend. We'll be back on Sunday, recording another episode of Zero Gravity, and maybe it is a 3-man weave again. I don't know. Maybe we just keep doing this and just create chaos the entire time. It's a delightful time.
Run it back.
Hope you enjoyed the most chaotic episode of Zero Gravity. It might not be anywhere near any of the other most chaotic episodes that we've had, Josh. But this was a delight. Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast.